Israel has received the names of the next hostages about to be released by the militant group Hamas. Yarden Bibas, Keith Siegel and Ofer Calderon are to be repatriated Saturday in the fourth round of releases under the Gaza ceasefire. The announcement comes a day after Israel and Hamas freed hostages and prisoners. Israel released 110 Palestinians after Hamas handed over 8 hostages. That included 5 farm workers from Thailand. With the ceasefire holding in its second week, it's hoped the next phase of the process will be implemented, with all the remaining hostages exchanged for more Palestinian detainees.
A highly choreographed scene in northern Gaza. First to be released was Israeli soldier Agam Berger. She was led through the ruins of Jabalia before being handed to the Red Cross to be reunited with her family in Israel. In southern Gaza, no choreography, only chaos. Abel Yehud was led through cheering crowds to waiting Red Cross fans. Then it was the turn of 80-year-old Gadi Moses, released along with 5 Thai nationals who'd been working on farms near Gaza on October 7th. The frenzied nature of the hostage release led the Israeli government to delay freeing Palestinian prisoners.
During the release of our hostages, we all saw horrifying scenes. We made it clear to the mediators that we won't accept any danger to our hostages. And I add, whoever dares to harm our hostages will pay the price.
Having secured guarantees of more orderly future swaps, 110 Palestinian prisoners, including 30 minors, were released in the occupied West Bank. The next phase of the ceasefire deal should see the remaining Israeli hostages exchanged for more Palestinian prisoners.
Let's go to DW correspondent Emily Gordine in Jerusalem. Emily, tell us more about what will happen on Saturday.
Yes, so what we will see is effectively this ceasefire agreement now moving from the release of mainly female hostages to the release of older male hostages that constitute humanitarian cases. Among those to be released will be Keith Siegel, who's also an American citizen. He was captured together with his wife from Kibbutz Kfar Aza. His wife, however, was released already in the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas in November 2023. Also to be released is Ofer Calderon. He was taken captive together with his 2 children from Kibbutz near Oz. His 2 children were also part of the hostages that were released already in November 2023. And then finally, we will also see the release of Yarden Bibas, who was taken captive separately from his wife and 2 children in Kibbutz near Oz. Now, tragically, however, the fate of his wife and 2 children is still unclear. Hamas in the past has said that all 3 of them were killed in Israeli airstrikes. Now, Israeli officials have yet to confirm this. However, they have expressed, quote, grave concern over their lives. So undoubtedly, this is going to be a very difficult day for Yarden Bibas and his family that remain in Israel. But I think this case also, if I may add, it also really captures the essence of the tragedy that is October 7th for many Israelis. So many Israelis who will be watching this with very heavy hearts and with a lot of sympathy for Yarden Bibas and his family. Now, what also to watch out for is the way in which the hostages will be released, especially after the chaotic scenes that we saw on Thursday, that saw also a delay in the release of Palestinian detainees. Only after after Netanyahu received guarantees really from mediators from Hamas. So certainly it's going to be an emotional day for many Israelis, but hopefully it will all go to plan.
DW's Emily Gordina reporting from Jerusalem. Thank you, Emily.